The former teammate who was in the room during the alleged incident in the 2018 Team Canada SA trial is back testifying again. This is part 1 of my Day 18 recap. If you're new here, I'm covering this trial daily and providing daily updates, so if you want to stay up to date with this case, make sure you follow for more, and everything discussed in this video is still alleged at this time. At the end of his testimony yesterday, Steenbergen testified that he was having a conversation with Jake Bean when he saw Carter Hart and then McLeod getting oral from a naked woman in the hotel room. The Crown lawyer then asked him what he remembered next, and he said, quote, "The next thing I remember is Dylan slapping her butt. I was trying to have a conversation with Bean, and we looked up and we saw a slap. He said the slap, quote, wasn't hard, but it didn't seem soft either." He then went on to explain that the woman was in between the beds. He heard the slap, but not the woman's reaction. He didn't hear any of the words exchanged between the woman and Dubé before he heard the slap. He says he also remembers trying not to pay too much attention to what was going on with the naked woman because he had a girlfriend at the time. He then said the next thing that he remembers is Cal Foote coming into the room and doing the splits over the woman. He said he doesn't remember if Foote was dressed or not at this point. He said his view of the naked woman on the ground was blocked by other men. The blanket that the woman was on had been placed at the foot of one of the beds, sort of between the beds. People were crowded around the woman or blocking his view, so he didn't see the splits, he just saw Foote's head going down. He then testified that after Cal Foote did the splits, he left the room and then the woman went to the bathroom. He then said, quote, "That's where Jake and I had a clear path to leave the room, so we left." Steenbergen said that he was waiting for the woman to get up because he didn't want to have to step over, quote, "a naked girl," and she had been blocking their path to the door. He says he was in the room for 10 or 15 minutes and he felt, quote, "awkward," and, quote, "in disbelief a bit over seeing Foote do the splits." Before he began his testimony, Steenbergen provided group text messages to investigators and the jury was looking at them at this point. A group chat was started by Dylan Dubé, and he asked the players in it to add anyone else who was in the room that night. The group chat included the people included in this list, who was Carter Hart, Jake Bean, Cal Foote, Dylan Dubé, Maxime Comtois, Drake Batherson, Michael McLeod, Brett Howden, Sam Steele, Alex Fermenton, and Tyler Steenbergen. On June 26, 2018, Dylan Dubé sent a message in the group chat saying, quote, "There are no criminal charges. It's Hockey Canada Code of Conduct and they are investigating what happened that might, so it won't happen again." Jake Bean then asked, quote, "Could we get in trouble for it or no?" Dubé then responded, quote, "I don't think so." McLeod then said, quote, "We all need to say the same thing. If we get interviewed, can't have different stories or make anything up." Steenbergen says he didn't see any of the text messages until later because he was at development camp in Arizona for players who had just been drafted to NHL teams.